directive very quickly that before we start this program, we should open with a prayer and then dedicate even if it is 1 minute to pray for the report of our late brother and colleague. So only last month was here with us physically, but today he is not with us. The late Lawal Saidu. So I wish that we kindly have 1 or 2 volunteers to lead us in both the opening prayer of this press briefing and then a very special prayer for late Lawal Saidu before we start the live coverage. Wazai mana addu'a da Allah domin buɗe wannan taro mai albarka da kuma addu'a na Allah ya faɗa wa abokan aikinmu wanda kamar yadda na faɗa wancan taron da muka da shi muka yi ana amma shi fa Allah is not with us here. So we wish that we pray for him very specially, particularly because today is a special day. Bismillah.
اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافه واعف عنه ووسع نزله واكرم مدخله وغسله بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقه من الذنوب والخطايا كما نقى الثوب الابيض من الدنس. اللهم ان كان محسنا فزد في احسانه وان كان مسيئا فتجاوز عن سيئاته. اللهم لا تحرمنا اجره ولا تفتنا بعده وارحمنا بعده. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين.
Thank you very much. Maswara, they are what we announce once more that we kindly off it or put it on silent mode. It's going to be a distraction for us. Are we set to go, please? After the count of 3, please. 1, 2, 3.
Gentlemen of the press, it is with immense pleasure that I welcome you all to the third edition of our monthly press briefing. This platform serves to keep the general public informed about the remarkable achievement of Katsina State Government under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Malam Duko Umar Rabda COA. Today's briefing highlights the significant strides and achievements recorded in the education sector, which is a cornerstone of our administration's visions is articulated in the building their future decades. Recognizing education as the key to sustainable development, our administration has prioritized delivering quality education to the good people of Katsina State. Accordingly, this administration has from inception to date undertaken deliberate measures to transform the education sector by creating conducive learning environment in our schools. Significant investments have been made in the construction, rehabilitation, and provision of essential learning materials across basic, secondary, and tertiary levels of education. As you are all aware, the foundation of solid education starts from the primary level. Accordingly, in order to strengthen the system at this stage, government has incurred an expenditure of 9,129,477,801 naira under the State Universal Basic Education Board today to undertake various projects and activities for the improvement of conducive atmosphere of learning in our primary schools. These include, among others, construction of 160 classrooms, 81 boreholes, 46 toilets, and 20 staff quarters. Also, 258 classrooms were rehabilitated, in addition to the provision of 612 teachers' furniture and 14,602 two-seater pupils' furniture. Furthermore, facilities such as books, teaching aids, and instructional materials, namely laptops, desktop computers, tablets, solar-powered panels, and inverter. Additionally, motorcycles and vehicles were procured for effective monitoring. The board has also conducted a series of training sessions for 274,816 officials, comprising primary school teachers, integrated Quranic school teachers, officials of Better Education Service Delivery for All, BESDA, as well as teachers of private schools. As part of the infrastructural development plan in our schools, the sum of 5,641,369,114 naira was expanded under the Transforming Education System at State Level, TIS project. Better Education for Service Delivery, additional financing, BESDA, for the construction and rehabilitation of 150 primary schools across the state. The projects and activities carried out include, among others, construction, renovation of classrooms, provision of solar light and inverter, drilling of boreholes, and construction of water tanks, stores, and toilets. To enhance monitoring and evaluation in our schools, government has distributed 70 motorcycles to quality assurance officers across the 34 local government areas. The administration has also prioritized security through installation of CCTV cameras in our schools, as well as providing essential learning materials such as school bags, uniform, and exercise books to less privileged pupils. These efforts have yielded positive results in the improvement of pupils' enrollment, as well as enhancing conducive atmosphere for learning in our primary schools. Government has also unveiled massive distribution of educational resources to primary 46 pupils, comprising 25,000 copies of mathematics, computer, and English language books. This is in addition to the procurement of 18-seater bus for project coordination and equipment for the school for the blind. At the secondary school level, government has, through the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, spent the total sum of 6,804,415,196 naira for the construction and rehabilitation of some schools, provision of science and technical education consumables, books, instructional materials, furniture, as well as feeding of boarding students, examination fees, subsidy, and payment of contract liabilities. In the same vein, special model secondary schools are being constructed at Ratna, Damarkol, and Jikamshi, one in each of the three central zones. Rehabilitation works were also carried out at Gammande Secondary School Funtua, Jikamshi, Pengawa, Zongo, and DGSS Kabongo. Equally, additional science equipment and materials were procured and distributed to 36 secondary schools across the state. In a related development, government has paid for SSCE, WAEC, NECO, MBIS, and NAPTEP exams for students of senior secondary schools as examination subsidy. Similarly, solar light installations were carried out in addition to the provision of 2,335 units of three-seater student furniture at various schools. Government has also provided operational equipment to Education Resource Center ARC and successfully completed payment of outstanding liabilities for projects carried out at Kapur, Tanja, Kuntua, and Bakoli secondary schools. The importance of science and technical education cannot be overemphasized. Accordingly, government expanded the sum of 1,465,061,582 naira 28 kobo for feeding of boarding students at schools under State Science and Education Board, as well as the construction and rehabilitation of structures at GCC Mayadua, GTC Belgawa, GGSSS Malumfashi, GGCC Charanchi, GSSS Musawa, GSS Kaita, GSS Paskari, and GTC Mashi. Other activities conducted under the board include, among others, the camping exercises for the final year boarding students undergoing extension program, entrance examination, prize giving days, and upgrade of animal husbandry department at College of Education, Technical College in Gawa. Under the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, Agile, massive infrastructural development were carried out in the area of construction of new schools, rehabilitation of existing ones, as well as procurement and distribution of teaching learning materials for improved learning across the state. The following projects were carried out under this laudable program. 1. Successful construction of 75 new junior and senior secondary schools under Phase 1 at the total cost of 13,688,016,952 naira 30 yonko. 2. Special grant of 23 million to each of the 75 constructed junior and senior secondary schools, totaling 1,725,000,000 for renovation and repairs of toilets, sporting facilities, provision of potable water, landscaping, etc. 3. Ongoing construction of 77 new junior and senior secondary schools under Phase 2 at the total cost of 36,803,486,500 naira. 4. Minor and medium repairs in 578 schools are being carried out, including water supply and construction of toilets at the total cost of 21,880,040,800 naira. 5. A total of 45 existing junior and senior secondary schools are being identified for rehabilitation at the total cost of 10,800,000,000. 6. In addition, the project expanded to the sum of 6.6 billion in procuring teaching materials as follows. Digital learning materials for 170 schools. Digital literacy books for 200 schools. Solar inverter and batteries for 170 schools. 1,200 refuse containers for 600 schools. 1 Toyota Corolla for project finance management unit. Instructional materials to 170,000 students. Distribution of teaching and learning materials to focus schools for effective implementation and empowering 60,000 girls with life skills. Other expenditures carried out include special grant for renovation of 75 new constructed secondary schools, provision of conditional cash transfer to 104,111 girls across 255 secondary schools, and the renovation / expansion of existing school furniture provision of wash and games facilities to 578 secondary schools across the state. This laudable initiative has tremendously increased girls' enrollment in our schools and improved their educational advancement. In the same vein, government has, through the Department of Girl Child Education and Child Development, incurred an expenditure of 171,464,827 naira in providing educational support and feeding for orphanages, as well as settling the counterpart funding for child protection and social behavior change. The department also undertook a series of activities to improve the knowledge, skills, and capacity of young girls to ensure child development and safety. It has also conducted sensitization programs on promoting girls' education, hygiene, mentorship, and literacy training aimed at increasing girls' knowledge. Government, in collaboration with UNICEF, conducted a back-to-school campaign for 1,393 Almajiris and vulnerable children in our state. Similarly, advocacy and sensitization was also conducted for 6,120 children in 180 communities in 6 local government areas of the state. It has also successfully established Girls Acquisition Center in Kttv. Also, 2,000 students were trained and empowered with practical life skills to enhance their sustainable growth and development. Gentlemen of the press, another giant stride made by this administration is in the area of tertiary education. This led to the upgrading of the Department of Higher Education to a full-fledged ministry. Accordingly, higher institutions in the state have received adequate attention, leading to improvement in conducive atmosphere of learning in their campuses. At the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua University, government has expanded the sum of 314,605,500 naira to restore adequate electricity supply. This is in addition to the provision of solar security light at the total cost of 98,246,064 naira, aimed at enhancing security at the campus and providing sustainable energy solutions within the university. This administration has also released the sum of 135,992,000 as accreditation fee for various programs in 2022/2023 and 2023/2024 academic sessions by the National Universities Commission, NUC. Hassan Usman Polytechnic Katsina has also received the attention of this administration. This was done through the renovation of student hostel, rehabilitation of radio and television studios of the Department of Mass Communication, staff development and training, as well as providing financial assistance to conduct annual public lectures and international conferences at the total cost of 403,399,915 naira 52 kobo. Accordingly, huge investment have also been made in the improvement of atmosphere of learning at Yusuf Bala Usman College of Education and Legal Studies Dawa, which has been elevated to a full-fledged college of education by this administration for the purpose of running NCE programs. Government has also provided a sum of 332,429,019 naira for the construction of wall fence, conduct semester examination, accreditation of NCE courses by the National Commission for Colleges of Education, NCCE, settlement of outstanding liabilities and provision of solar street lights. This administration has released the sum of 43,913,792 naira for education of 8 degree programs at the Isa Kesa College of Education this month and payment of affiliation fee with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for this year's academic session. Similarly, government made substantial contribution toward the accreditation of 4 degree programs in the institution by the National Universities Commission. In our effort to bridge the knowledge gap of ICT and technology among our youth population, approval has been granted for the recruitment of 29 additional academic staff to meet the personnel requirement at Katsina State Institute of Technology and Management. The institute has also been provided with 10 transformers to improve electricity supply in the institute. Government has strengthened and improved the performance of students at the Katsina Youth Club Village through the provision of required materials such as computer system and electric repair equipment, makeup and pedicure and furniture making equipment, among others. This administration has also empowered 634 graduates of Katsina Youth Club Village with starter packs amounting to 248 million to assist them become self-reliant and employers of labor. Government has upgraded the central workshop at the Katsina Youth Club Village for the repairs of government vehicles as a total cost-saving measure. This project was executed at a total cost of 31 million. In order to develop appropriate initiatives for the reawakening of interest in mathematical sciences and its application, government has expanded the sum of 70,741,050 naira to strengthen the Mathematical Improvement Center. The provision of adequate funds for training of 593 mathematics teachers in computer education, software, and application across the 3 senatorial districts in the state. The center has successfully conducted virtual training for 100 master trainers. The achievement recorded by His Excellency the Governor, Malam Diko Omar Roda, PhD, led administration in the education sector cut across all the strata of the society. Mass literacy, particularly for adult population, is another area that this administration has prioritized. So far, the sum of 147,820,000 was released to the Agency for Mass Education for payment of allowances to facilitators. Also, a total of 2,065 women were trained and certified on vocational skills, in addition to 447 students on continuing education. The agency has also trained 3,487 students on basic and literacy, while 8,442 others were trained at integrated primary schools throughout the state. To motivate students of higher institutions, government has sustained the timely payment of scholarship and bursary allowances. The state government, in collaboration with the 34 local government areas, have completed the payment amounting to 1,926,234,616 naira to 136,175 fresh and continuing students for their 2020/2021, 2021/2022, 2022/2023, and 2023/2024 academic sessions. So which implies that the payment of scholarship allowance is up to date. Gentlemen of the press, in a bid to reward excellence, His Excellency the Governor has graciously approved the engagement of first-class degree graduates on permanent and pensionable appointment. Moreover, an academic excellence award was introduced in which a total of 210 students with GPA ranging from 3.5 to 5, 4 and 5 scaling respectively were recognized and awarded with certificates, flags, and 50,000 naira each. As you are all aware, education is the key to development. This administration will continue to commit both human and material resources to provide quality education to our citizens. The modest achievement recorded demonstrate the resolute commitment of this administration to advancing the education sector by investing in infrastructure, learning resources, teacher development, and exam support. The focus of this administration will continuously be targeted toward building a solid foundation for brighter future of our citizens. I urge you all to join hands with the government for optimal results. Thank you for your attention, and may Allah continue to guide and bless our efforts. Amen. May God bless the innocent and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.